Okay, so on this video, we're going to talk about social media. And it's not going to be too deep and too detailed, although we can teach you how to build a major business on social media. And it's one of the greatest tools in the history of people to this point. So we're going to talk specifically here about Facebook, and I'm going to give you a few do's and don'ts and some ways to be effective immediately in some things, but not too much. This isn't going to be too deep a dive. So first thing to know is that Facebook, there's 1.9 billion users on Facebook. So it's an unbelievable platform for meeting people, but you got to know how to do it right, because a lot of people do it wrong, and that will not be you. You're going to do it right. So what rules the day on social media is curiosity, providing value, being congruent, being an attractive human being. I'm not talking about the way you look. I'm talking about who you are. Pictures are good too. So those are some things that are of importance. I'm going to give you a couple nuggets here in a moment. What not to do. This is really important. Do not post the products on social media. Don't talk about the product names on social media. Don't talk about the company's name on social media. Don't talk about specifics about the company on social media. Don't post your website on social media, your Life Plus website. Why? Because you lose control. You lose total control. People will immediately see what you're doing, and A, they'll think that you're just spamming social media, and B, they'll just go to Google and check it out. Right? That's what they'll do, and you will lose the ability to communicate with that person. Right? I see people do stuff like, not in Life Plus, because we make sure they know better, but I see people all the time. Right? They get into some company and they post a website and go, "Who wants to sign up with me? This is going to be awesome." That would be like a fart in church. You got to forgive me. That's the first thing that came to my mind. That's just what it does. It makes people go, "Oh my gosh, let's go." Right? That's some absolute no-nos. All right. So what do you post on social media? So just a couple other nuggets for your profile, your personal profile. Have something on your personal profile, either something that says what your real actual job is, but something like, I help people to be healthier. I help people to be more effective in their workouts. I help people to get their weight under control. I help people to have a better life. Something like that, that makes people go, "I wonder what that is," right? It's kind of curiosity. Make sure you got a nice picture on your profile. Kind of minimize, don't overdo partying stuff. If you like to have fun, it's great to post some of that stuff occasionally, but not too much. You want to be really congruent with the world that we're in and with your core values, right? So whatever, if I post stuff about my family, a little bit about health. This is on my regular profile page. I have a fan page, which by the way, I didn't mention before, but you should sign up for my fan page. I do live training in there every day. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I do live training. At some point in the day, I do a training video, and those topics are helpful for you. But anyway, in my regular profile, it's usually family stuff, something inspirational, that kind of stuff, right? So that adds value to people, or that they find connective, right? And that gives them a little insight personally into me, just like personally into you, right? So you want to be congruent in that kind of stuff. And then let's talk just basically about the kind of stuff to post, since I told you a little bit about what not to post. So, value posts. What are value posts? If you could post a value post once a day, it's awesome. It's awesome. And so value post is some helpful information that revolves around the world that you're in. The health, like for example, health and wellness, something helpful in the health and wellness arena. Not about our products, but it could be something about food or fitness or cooking, and it's a million different things, right? Some little nugget. So those are really good to post. Helpful information. They're called value posts. And then you can post positive things, something positive, like a positive quote or a positive story or that kind of stuff, because that's inspirational, feels good. People like that. There's not enough of it in the world. And then curiosity posts. Curiosity are powerful. So let me give you an example of curiosity posts. And these are things that can be beneficial to you. So let's say you're on the Body Smart program and you lost 8 pounds. The wrong way to post would be, I started this program, I lost 8 pounds, and it's really great. Message me and I can tell you about it. Because what is that saying? That's saying, hey, I'm selling this and I want to sell it to you, so message me, right? That's what you're saying, right? So an easier way and a better way and an attraction way would be just post something as simple as, I'm so excited. I finally got these first 8 pounds off. I'm just ecstatic. That's it. That's all you post. And what do you think people will do? They'll be like, hey, what did you do? Hey, what did you do? Because they don't feel like you're trying to sell them something, right? Or, wow, it's unbelievable. I did this one thing and I knocked 2 minutes off of my 4-mile run today. So jacked. You're like, hey, what did you do? I can't believe it. I finally got my skin to clear up. That's it. What did you do? Right? That's the way you post, right? So you post something like that. I mean, there's lots of other stuff. You could post a whole story, but when you post that kind of stuff, you don't ask them to reach out to you. You'll let them reach out to you. And when they do, right? When they do reach out to you, you take the conversation off of Facebook, right? Take it off of Facebook, either into private message or into a phone call as fast as possible, because they're interested in learning about what you're doing. Why? Because they are interested in that result, right? If you think about that, what they're saying is, I'd like to lose 8 pounds too. I'd like to knock 2 minutes off my run too. I'd like to clear my skin up too. I'd like to make some extra money too. I'd like to know what you're doing, right? That's what you're doing. Simple little posts. I see people mess this one up all the time, and it's really, really... And if nobody responds, so what? So what? You didn't do any damage, right? You didn't do any damage and you still planted seeds. A like is a lead. In other words, if you post something and someone likes it, you can reach out to that person and go, hey, Mary, I saw you liked my post. That's cool. And then they'll dialogue with you. Do it private message, right? If they liked your post about losing 8 pounds, then you can ask the question, hey, you like my post? Are you trying to lose weight? I mean, this stuff is common sense, but apparently not common. Okay, so take the dialogue off of the page. Don't have the dialogue on the page, and obviously reach out and ask your sponsor for more information on this stuff, or ask me if you're close to me too. And then another thing is we post, as you do certain things, right? Sponsor a certain number of people in a month. We post a recognition badge on your page, which is pretty cool. And so people are going to ask you about that because it doesn't say anything but MLT and something, right? And so again, take it into a private message because we do it to recognize you. And it makes people go, hey, what did you do? What did you do for that, right? Which gets you into a conversation, which puts you in the process with someone. And then the last thing is live video. Live video is insane. It's an awesome thing. Not everybody's comfortable doing it, but if that's something you like to learn how to do, we can teach you exactly what to do. So reach out to someone, and we will make sure that you get training specifically on that. So there you go. That's some brief social media training. Of course, obviously, you can use Facebook Messenger as a tremendous tool, just like text, as a reach out, right, in the process to make that first connection. So, hope that was helpful.